All right, folks, it's your boy, Ed Namrock. Today, we are going to take the narcissistic personality quiz. So here goes nothing. If you might be suffering from narcissistic personality disorder, which is also abbreviated for NPD, take our scientific quiz to find out in just a few minutes. This is psychcentral.com/quizzes, and you can find the narcissistic personality quiz. For each statement, choose the item from column A or B that best matches you, even if it's not a perfect fit. Complete the quiz on your own and in one sitting, which takes most people between 5 and 10 minutes to finish. Hopefully it won't be that long with me. Here we go. And here's question 1. I have a natural talent for influencing people, or B, I am not good at influencing people. Don't listen to me. Question 2, modesty doesn't become me, or I am essentially a modest person. I'm modest. 3, I will do almost anything on a dare. I tend to be a fairly cautious person. Yeah, I'm pretty cautious. 4, when people compliment me, I sometimes get embarrassed, or I know that I am good because everyone keeps telling me so. No, I don't take compliments very good. 5, the thought of ruling the world frightens the hell out of me, or if I ruled the world, it would be a better place. No, that's terrifying. 6, I can usually talk my way out of anything, or I try to accept the consequences of my behavior. No, I own up to it. 7, I prefer to blend in with the crowd, or B, I like to be the center of attention. Sometimes I do. That's why I wear my New England jerseys every time I go to Ozfest. So yeah, sometimes I do. 8, I will be a success, or I am not too concerned about success. I want to be successful. 9, I am no better or worse than most people, or I think I am a special person. I am no better or worse. 10, I am not sure if I would make a good leader, or I see myself as a good leader. I see myself as a good leader. I am assertive, or I wish I was more assertive. No, I'm assertive. 12, I like to have authority over people. I don't mind following orders. I don't mind taking direction. 13, I find it easy to manipulate people, or I don't like it when I find myself manipulating people. Yeah, once I catch myself doing that, that's pretty fucking wrong. So I ended a relationship a long time ago because of that reason. 14, I insist upon getting the respect that is due to me, or I usually get the respect that I deserve. Yeah, sometimes I'll act like a shithead. Feel free to treat me like a shithead. 15, I don't particularly like to show off my body, or I like to show off my body. I do not like showing all this. 16, I can read people like a book, or people are sometimes hard to understand. No, I can read people like a roach coming for your fucking food. 17, if I feel competent, I am willing to take responsibility for making decisions, or I like to take responsibility for making decisions. Now, if I feel up for it and I feel like I can handle it, then yeah, I'll take the responsibility to make a decision. So 18, I just want to be reasonably happy, or I want to amount to something in the eyes of the world. I just want to be reasonably happy, damn it. 19, my body is nothing special, or I like to look at my body. No, I am nothing special, believe me. 20, I try not to be a show-off, or I will usually show off if I get the chance. Now, see, it depends on what it is. Like, if someone throws me a football, it would be not natural of me to not show off this arm strength here. 21, I always know what I am doing, or sometimes I'm not sure what I am doing now. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck is going on. 22, I sometimes depend on people to get things done, or I rarely depend on anyone else to get things done. Now, sometimes I do heavily depend on people. 23, sometimes I tell good stories, or everybody likes to hear my stories. Nah, sometimes I'm pretty boring, so sometimes I tell good stories. 24, I expect a great deal from other people, or I like to do things for other people. Now, I'm pretty selfless, so I like to contribute. So I like to do things for other people. 25, I will never be satisfied until I get all that I deserve, or I take my satisfactions as they come. Take what they give you. 26, compliments embarrass me, or I like to be complimented. Now, I'm total fucking blush, bro. 27, I have a strong will to power, or power for its own sake doesn't interest me. Nope, I don't like power. 28, I don't care about new fads and fashions, or I like to start record scratch. I don't care about new fads. 29, I like to look at myself in the mirror, or I'm not particularly interested in looking at myself in the mirror. I'm not particularly interested in looking at my mug. 30, I really like to be the center of attention, or it makes me uncomfortable to be the center of attention. It doesn't make me uncomfortable, but if I am the center of attention, take your satisfactions as they come. So yeah, why not? 31, I can live my life in any way I want to, or people can't always live their lives in the terms of what they want. Yeah, you can't always get what you want. So 32, being an authority doesn't mean that much to me, or people always seem to recognize my authority. Now, being an authority doesn't mean shit. 33, I would prefer to be a leader, or it makes little difference to me whether I'm a leader or not. It makes no difference. 34, I'm going to be a great person, or I hope I am going to be successful. I'm going to be a great person. 35, people sometimes believe what I tell them, or I can make anybody believe anything I want them to. No, sometimes they do believe me. Sometimes like they think I'm full of shit. So 36, I am a born leader, or leadership is a quality that takes a long time to develop. Actually, no one's born a leader. That's something you have to work on. 37, I wish somebody would someday write my biography, or I don't like people to pry into my life for any reason. Yeah, a lot of interesting shit to talk about. So 38, I get upset when people don't notice how I look when I go out in public, or I don't mind blending into the crowd when I go out in public. If you don't notice how I look, I could give a fuck. If you acknowledge the jersey I'm wearing and we talk shit, then that's cool. But if I blend in, I blend in. I really don't seek that fucking center of attention bullshit. 39, I am more capable than other people, or there's a lot that I can learn from other people. Well, that's a kind of a double whammy, because I know I'm capable than other people, but at the same time, I like to learn from other people. If you stop learning, then you're through learning. That's my philosophy. So I can learn from other people. I am much like everybody else, or I am an extraordinary person. No, I'm pretty common. So my narcissism quiz score is... Okay, my total is 9. Between 12 and 15 is average. Celebrities often score closer to 18. Fuck. Narcissists score over 20. Fuck. I'm like below average. What the fuck? Below, you will find a brief interpretation of each of the 7 component narcissism traits and what your score relative to that trait may indicate about you. Authority, 3 out of 8. Authority refers to a person's leadership skills and power. People who score higher on authority like to be in charge and gain power, often for power's sake alone. Self-sufficiency, 1 out of 6. This trait refers to how self-sufficient a person is, that is, how much you rely on others versus your own abilities to meet your needs in life. Superiority, 1 out of 5. This trait refers to whether a person feels like they are more superior than those around them. Should be like fucking supremacy if you ask me. Exhibitionism, 3 out of 7. This trait refers to a person's need to be the center of attention and willingness to ensure they are the center of attention, even at the expense of others' needs. Exploitiveness, 1 out of 5. This trait refers to how willing you are to exploit others in order to meet your own needs or goals. Vanity, 0. Entitlement, 0. There you have it.